Dame Olivia Newton-John was a British-Australian singer, actress, and activist. She was a 4-time Grammy Award winner who had 10 top 10 and 5 #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 during her musical career. Olivia rose to international prominence thanks to her performance as high school girl Sandy in the movie Grease. As the largest box office success of 1978, the musical provided Newton-John 3 massive hit songs, including You're the One That I Want and Summer Nights, both of which she sang with co-star John Travolta. But sadly, the gorgeous actress passed away on August 8, 2022 at the age of 73. But despite this, everyone has been celebrating her colorful life, and we are too. Hi, welcome to You Wanna Watch, and in this video, we're going to talk about the fabulous life story of Olivia Newton-John. Childhood and early life. Olivia Newton-John was born on September 26, 1948, in Cambridge, England. Her parents Brindley Newton-John and Irene Helene. She was the granddaughter of Max Born, a Jewish Nobel Prize-winning physicist who fled to England with his family to escape the Nazi regime. During World War II, her father was an MI5 officer, and after the war, he was the headmaster of Cambridgeshire High School for boys. Olivia is the youngest of 3 children. Her brother Hugh became a doctor, and Rona, her sister, became an actress. Her family moved to Melbourne, Australia, when she was 6 years old because her father was a professor of German at the University of Melbourne. She went to Christchurch Grammar School and later University High School. Despite her academic background, Olivia developed an early interest in singing. She formed a short-lived girl group called Solve 4 with some school friends when she was 14, and they frequently performed in a coffee shop owned by her brother-in-law. She eventually began appearing on radio and television shows. Her first single, Till You Say You'll Be Mine, was released in 1964 by Decca Records in the United Kingdom. She made her acting debut the following year in the Australian TV film Funny Things Happen Down Under. A talent contest hosted by the Australian Johnny O'Keefe offered Olivia the prize of a trip to England, and she took this up in 1965. Her first introduction into the recording industry was a one-off single deal with Decca Records. The single, Till You Say You'll Be Mine, Forever, is extremely rare, though these 2 songs were included on the British compilation CD Pop Inside the 60s in October 1994. Olivia was unhappy in England because she missed Australia and her then-boyfriend, Ian Turpie. She describes in one interview how she tried to book a return flight without telling her mother, who had accompanied her to the UK. Fortunately for Olivia's fans and future career, Olivia's mother refused to let her daughter waste this chance to broaden her horizons, and Olivia's plans were thwarted. Pat and Olivia in London. Things improved when another Australian, Pat Carroll, arrived in the UK. Dreaming of stardom, the 2 girls performed in pubs and clubs as the vocal duo Pat and Olivia. New to the British music scene, their initial hirings were not always a success, such as the duo's performance at Paul Raymond's Review Bar. They were taken aback by some of the other performers' scant attire. Needless to say, the 2 women in high-necked frilly dresses were not invited back to what they later discovered was a strip joint. In 1968, Bruce Welch of the Shadows fell in love with Olivia and they became engaged, despite the fact that he was married at the time. Pat's visa expired in December 1969, and she returned home. Olivia was invited to join the band Tomorrow, which was to be Britain's answer to the Monkees. This manufactured group released an eponymous album in 1970 to accompany the film Tomorrow, but the public was unimpressed and the film was quickly cancelled, leaving Olivia to focus on her solo music career. In 1972, Olivia was asked to be the resident star on Cliff Richard's highly successful TV show, and she was a regular live performer in London. Music and acting career. Olivia Newton-John's first album, If Not For You, was released in 1971. The album reached the 158th spot on the US Billboard 200 and the 14th spot on the Australian Albums Chart. Her subsequent album, Olivia, which was released the following year, didn't perform well commercially. She achieved success with her third album, Let Me Be There, which peaked at number 54 on the US Billboard 200. The lead song of the same name became extremely popular and successful. It earned Olivia her first Grammy Award in the category of Best Female Country Vocalist. The song peaked at number 6 on the US Hot 100 chart and number 11 on the Australian charts. Her next album, Long Live Love, was released in 1974. The song I Honestly Love You earned her 2 Grammy Awards, Record of the Year and Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. It also topped the Australian Kent Music Report and the Billboard Hot 100 in the United States. She went on to release several successful albums, including If You Love Me, Let Me Know, Have You Never Been Mellow, Totally totally hot. She achieved enormous success in the 1978 musical romantic film Grease. The film was directed by Randall Kleiser was a big success. On a $6 million budget, it grossed nearly $400 million. The soundtrack to the film became extremely popular, earning an Oscar nomination as well as numerous other awards and nominations. The film was also praised by critics. Unfortunately, Olivia was unable to replicate her previous success with her next film, Xanadu. Despite its attempt to make money on two popular trends at the time, roller skating and disco, the film bombed, though the soundtrack did well. The film eventually developed a cult following. Olivia hit the charts again with the song Magic. For her next album, Physical, she went for a more sexy, athletic look, and it featured the hit single Let's Get Physical. She received her 4th Grammy Award for her video collection Olivia Physical, which included videos of songs from her album Physical. She continued to appear in a number of other films, including Xanadu, She's Having a Baby, and It's My Party. She was last seen in Dean Craig's 2011 Australian-British comedy film A Few Best Men. However, it received negative feedback. Olivia also appeared on several television shows, including American Idol, Sordid Lives, The Series, and Dancing with the Stars. Major works. The album Long Live Love is one of Olivia Newton-John's most successful albums. The album debuted at number 40 on the UK Albums Chart. The song I Honestly Love You was a huge success, topping several charts. It won the Grammy Awards for Female Pop Vocal Performance and Record of the Year. Other singles from the album included God Only Knows, Country Girl, and Have Love Will Travel. The musical romantic comedy film Grease, based on the musical of the same name, is one of Olivia Newton-John's most important acting works. The film was a huge both commercially and critically success. On a $6 million budget, it earned $395 million. The film also received several awards and nominations, including an Oscar nomination for Best Original Song for Hopelessly Devoted to You. We are nearing the end of our video, but before we proceed, we would like to ask you to please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/c/YouWannaWatch2022 and follow us on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/YouWannaWatch. Any support you provide us will help us provide you with more and better content. Okay, now back to the story. Personal life. Olivia Newton-John has had 2 marriages. In 1984, she married her Xanadu co-star Matt Lattanzi. They had 1 child, Chloe Rose Lattanzi. Olivia's music took a break when Chloe was born in early 1986. The period 1986 to 1992 was a lean period in her entertainment career as she focused on motherhood and the development of her business, the Koala Blue chain of stores. In 1995, the couple divorced. In June 2005, the Olivia faced yet another setback. Patrick McDermott, her boyfriend of 9 years, went missing after failing to return from a fishing trip off the coast of California. Many investigations were conducted into Patrick's mysterious disappearance, with some claiming that he was still alive and well in Mexico. 3 years later, Olivia married American businessman John Easterling. On June 21, 2008, the bride and groom attended a private Incan spiritual ceremony on a mountaintop in Cusco, Peru, followed by a second, legal ceremony on Jupiter Island, Florida, on June 30th. John Easterling is the founder and president of Amazon Herb Company, which sells rainforest botanical supplements. The couple met through a friend more than 15 years before their wedding but did not become romantically involved until 2007. They were married until she died. Battle with cancer and activism. Olivia's life took a dramatic turn in 1992 when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She underwent a strenuous course of therapy. She had to have a partial mastectomy and chemotherapy and went on to record Gaia in 1994. In 1998, Olivia released Back with a Heart to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the release of Grease. Her classic hit I Honestly Love You was re-recorded for the album. With 2005 stronger than before, Olivia tackled a subject close to her heart. As a cancer survivor, she donated a portion of the proceeds to cancer research and recorded songs she thought would give cancer patients and their families hope and courage. It features the song Can I Trust Your Arms, which she wrote with her daughter Chloe. The following year, the album Grace and Gratitude was only available through the drugstore chain Walgreens. The recording, which is filled with music intended to help people relax, was created to complement a line of Olivia's wellness products for women. She spent the majority of the fall of 2006 on tour to promote her new album. Olivia continued continued her advocacy by leading a walk with other cancer survivors along the Great Wall of China to raise funds for the Olivia Newton-John Cancer and Wellness Center in Melbourne. In conjunction with the charity walk, she released a celebration and song in 2008. Olivia reunited with John Travolta for the album This Christmas in 2012, which featured traditional holiday hits like Baby, It's Cold Outside. The following year, the artist was diagnosed with another form of cancer, though she did not reveal it publicly at the time. She recovered and was cancer-free for several years before relapsing in 2017. Olivia canceled a North American tour in May 2017 after learning that her cancer had returned and spread to her lower back. She underwent radiation treatment combined with natural remedies and remains optimistic about her future. "I'm not going to be one of those statistics. I'm going to be fine, and I will probably deal with this in my life as an ongoing thing," she said in one of her interviews. "I think that you can live with cancer like you can live with other things if you take care of yourself." Olivia actively supported various environmental causes and charities in addition to her advocacy for breast health and cancer awareness. In September 2018, revealed that she had been diagnosed with cancer for the third time. The singer said that she had a tumor at the base of her spine and that she was undergoing radiation, eating healthy, and taking cannabis oil for pain relief. Olivia passed away on August 8, 2022. What do you think about Olivia Newton-John's fabulous life? Are you a big fan of hers? Are you saddened by her death? Did we miss anything that you think should have been included? Let us know your thoughts by writing a comment on this video. If you're interested in our other videos, just hover over the videos and just press play. Until next time, watchers, thank you for watching our video.